Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing? It is Thursday. Welcome to my channel, Linda Toman Creates. I'm Linda. And hi. You can't see me, but here's my hands. Today we're going to play with paper and ink, and we're just going to play. So I've been racking my brain on what I was going to make today. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody else is doing all these Easter projects, and I was like, well, I can pull out my nesting dies from scrapbook.com, which I haven't pulled them out. I didn't pull them out. Let me get this chat open though. Oh, let me mute my computer here. Let's mute that. Let's get this live opened up so that I can see the chat. Good morning, Danny. How did things go today, Danny? I hope you're feeling okay. I don't know what all you went through this morning, but it's this morning, right? Alright, let's see. So, I have the scrapbook.com nesting bunnies. And I was like, well, let's make a card. I also have some other stencils, Easter stencils. No catheter, not tired, just sore throat. Well, that's good. That's really good. I'm sure you were anxious prior, huh? I know I get anxious when I have any type of procedure. Okay, that just looks weird. Why does that look weird? Set that down flat. Let's make sure. Okay, that's why it looked weird, because it was propped up on this brush here. We're going to need the brush. We're going to need the things. I don't want the candied apple. I'm going to pull out a Easter stencil and... Good morning, Anne. How are you doing? Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's over and done with, and hopefully you don't have to do it no more. So let me pull out a stencil. And guys, I want to tell you, if you don't have a stamp that says something that you want, like, okay, like I got these dies. There's no stamps that go with these dies. It's just these dies. But I wanted a card that said something like, you're my favorite peep. So I went into Cricut Design Space and I typed in, you're my favorite peep. And I chose the font that I liked. And then I flattened it. And then I had it cut it. From the time I clicked print to the time it was done cutting, and when I pulled them off the mat, was 3 minutes. So it took me 3 minutes to have... These were the only ones I could think of, because I was doing this, like, trying to hurry up for the live. Because I'm telling you, I've been racking my brain all morning trying to figure out what I was making. Miss Ann, what you working on today? Design team stuff? Alright, let's see. I have a pink and main stencil in here somewhere that has bunnies all over the place. I'm trying to find that one. Where is it? I also have one that has Easter eggs. Here they are. Here's my Easter ones. So I have this pink and main one that has these little bunnies. It also has like a lattice. I don't think they're together. I think they're two separate stencils that I... Oh, look, that's not even the right package. That says Easter eggs. Here's all the Easter eggs. So I have one that... I have this Easter egg one, and I have this little one, which is a bunch of little eggs. And then I have this one that has the bunnies, and then there's a basket weave there. Those are what I consider my Easter stencils. Nice, nice, nice. So, I'm going to get some cards. I'm so... It's no wonder my channel is still going with as unprepared as I am. So I'm going to pull out. My brain's not really into Easter, and everybody's doing Easter, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not really into the whole Easter thing. Look at this mess I got over here. Let's put it over here so it's not right. That's noticeable, maybe. All right, so I'm going to pull out bright pink paper and purple paper. Yeah, I woke up. My glands are swollen as they've been for a little while now. And headache. And I'm like, you know, here in Florida, we don't normally have to use the heater as much as we've had to this winter season. And it's messing with me. All right, so those are Easter colors. I'm trying to get my brain into Easter mode here. And then I'm going to need some cardstock for ink blending. So, do I already have mats cut? I think I already have some cut. So I'm going to use these for my card bases. Excuse if that wire... Oh, that wire's got a shadow hanging. That's not cool. Let's see if we can get that out of there. No, it's still there. Oh, well. I had to plug my phone in because it wasn't charged. So, sorry if you see any shadows and stuff from that. So, we're going to set this aside for a minute. And we're going to... Oh, we need yellow because we need to cut a peep out. I want a peep cut out in yellow. I'm telling you, trying to get into the mood. Let's do die cutting first. Let's get us the big... Do I want the big bunny? Let's see. No, I don't want the biggest bunny. I think this bunny right here. This is my idea. Or like this. Partial bunny with that. That's where my brain is going. I think that'll work. So we'll use this bunny. Easy peasy card making, guys. So we're just going to take and we're going to cut out the bunny. Actually, we're going to do it this way because we're going to cut more than one out at a time so we're not constantly having to do this over and over. So I'm just going to cut this paper down. Yep, I probably should have pulled my trimmer out, but the scissors were easier to grab. And then I'm going to fold this paper over, just like so. And I'm just going to cut 2 of these out. So what's the weather like down there on the Treasure Coast today? Danny, what's the weather like in, where is it, North Carolina or is it South Carolina? In the Carolinas, what's y'all's weather like? Today's temp is like the high of 50s, and we're going to have like 30-something tonight. Yesterday we were 70. Today we're only 50. Tomorrow, I don't know what it's like we fluctuate, and it's like, that's why we're sick half the daggone time. Alright. So we got our die cuts. Got our 2 bunnies. What the heck is on my paper? Let's put this back where it goes. Where are they? Here they are. Here they be. This big one you can make a shaped card with. We might do that too. South Carolina. 35 and cloudy. Ooh, 35. Brr, brr. Okay, so we got these basic things here now. Now we don't need the black card mat. We're not gonna use that, most likely. Now, that's good for the starting point. Our bunny has no eyes. So, I'm gonna hope I don't mess it up, and I'm gonna look for my black marker here. And I'm just gonna put 2 little dots for eyes, like the peeps have. And then I'll just give him a little. There we go. Yes, brr, brr, brr. My toes are cold. I'm like, I didn't put the heat on last night because it wasn't going to be under 50. I don't generally turn the heat on it because that heat messes with my sinuses, and I have 2 of these guys. Why didn't I do that to the second one too? Let's do it again to the second one. We'll give that one a little bit different of a face. So we got just a little shy one, and we got a outlandish one. All right. We need the background, though. And I think we're just going to do bunnies. Bunny, 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 bunnies. So we're just going to take this bunny stencil from Pink and Maine, or if you have a Cricut and you have stencil paper, you can find a little peep shape, and you can do this yourself. Sorry, Pink and Maine, but if people don't have to spend money, it's like, why make them, right? All right, so we're just going to do this, and we'll do different colors. Look, I haven't cleaned this since the last time I used this. There's ink all over it. And you know what? I'm not worried about it. I'm not worrying about it. I'm just going to line these up like that. And I'm going to get some of this tape that I have over here. And I'm going to take my stencil down. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Scotty J. Scotty J's in the house. You at work? Or are you off today? I can't never keep up with you and Denise's schedule. My brain just can't. I don't know. It just doesn't log it. All right. So I'm taped, so that shouldn't move anywhere. Oh, did y'all see, what's her name? Polanco. Mary, is it Mary Polanco? Those of you that craft. Anyway, she turned her Tim Holtz glass mat into a magnetic mat. Y'all. I'm gonna get that metal sheet she used, and I'm gonna do the same thing, because I got these cool little magnets here, and I got that glass mat that Denise gave me, but it's small, and I end up like, I don't know. So anyway, anywho, let's get some ink, and I could have swore I just saw a pink color. Okay, we have... Let's pull out our little ones. Hi, Lee. Okay, what's the new project? Can you tell us, or is it a secret? Oh, let's do Victorian Velvet, because Victorian Velvet's purty. It's a purty color. Dried Marigold is pretty, too. I don't know if I have a thingamajigger for the orange color, though. Just want to do different Easter colors. Rainbow, not rainbow, you know, just... I do have a for the orange. Actually, instead of dried marigold, let's do saltwater taffy. I've already got the Kish Flamingo. Now I need a blue. I need a blue. Let's go with Tumble Glass. So we got our little thingies. Listen, Linda, says Scotty J. Listen, Linda. It's so funny. Somebody was like, she may not like being, one of the crafters was like, they said that when I came into one of their rooms, they said, oh, well, she may not like that. And I was like, no, I like that. That's my nickname in the cruising community. That's what they call me. Listen, Linda. And I think they've learned Linda doesn't listen well. So it's really a good joke. Joke's on them. I don't listen. No. All right. Now, let's start with the Victorian Velvet. Okay, I can't open that. My fingers won't let me. So we're going to get a little help here. A little help. I get by with a little help from my tools. Yeah. Can it be anybody? I just need someone to love. Isn't that a pretty pink? Oh, I love that color. Now, I got, looks like blue ink or something on there. So if it turns purplish, well, it'll be all right. But should I do rows of them? Different colors, different rows. You know what color I didn't pull out? I didn't pull out a yellow. I just want someone to love. I think this has mustard seed in it. Y'all know, you know who's over there whimpering? Y'all know what I gotta do? Yeah, she's whimpering. She's crying. She said, Mommy, Mommy, why'd you leave me on the bed over here by myself? Why'd you leave me, Mommy? Come here, little girl. Come here, little baby girl. Well, hold on. Hold on, Mommy's got to have her balance. I don't want us to fall down. I don't want us to fall down. Aw. Aw, sorry, guys. But Trixie needed me for a minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Now get on the floor because it's not enough room in this chair for the two of us. Okay. All right. Let's do... See? I knew there was mustard seed in there. We'll do the rows of the colors. Yes, Trixie! Little baby girl. She got her little blankie down there on the ground. She really wants to sit in this chair and kick me out. That's what she really wants to do. She thinks she's the queen or something. And then we'll do the blue. Beautiful blue. Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This card would be cute, cute, cute. It's going to be adorable and easy. That's the trick. If you guys want to get into card making, guys, there's so many easy ways. You know, there's so many techniques they show you that look so difficult and stuff, but it's really not difficult. If I can do it, y'all can do it too. All right. And then we'll go in with the saltwater taffy. It's expensive, though. It's not cheap, so you have to be thrifty. If you want to be crafty, you... Oh, no, no, no. We got cats wanting to fight outside my window right during my live. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Daggum feral cats out there. And this is saltwater taffy, but that looks a little more on the orange side. I wonder if it had something to do with my thing I'm using. All right, and then Then we're going to go back in with the pink again. With the Victorian Velvet. And we're going to repeat. Repeat. You know, like your feet. Peat and repeat. That's how you get around in the city. You peat and repeat. Don't ask me where that came from. I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I worry about my brain. It's like random stuff. Toop. And Vicky's live this morning. People were talking about driving to Miami, and I'm like, I live in Florida, and I wouldn't drive there. That's where, for those of you that don't cruise, that's where a cruise port is. I think that's where that unhinged, unmatched Duma Flachi cruise is going out of. See, using what's in my brush. I don't even have to pull the color out, but that would be mustard seed, the color. Then we'll get the tumbled glass. And then our background will be complete, and we'll be able to put our card together. Could it be anybody? I just want someone to love. Danny wants to know, Scotty J, are you working and twerking? And shaking them chi-chis. There we go. And then we'll have bunnies all over the place. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Here comes Peter Cottontail. Not for a while, though. Look, what a cute little background we have. I'm going to take our tape off. Y'all, print and cut. Easiest way to get you a sentiment that you want to say, exactly what you want it to say. You choose the font. You make it as big or small. When you buy a stamp, you're stuck with the font they use, and you're stuck with the size that they give you. You print and cut, and ink on paper. Stamping is ink on paper, so it shouldn't look any... Yes, yeah, I like that. You're my favorite peep. And then I think I like this bunny smile better. And then this guy like that. Or we can have him come out further and just be like that. Yeah, I like that. But we got to zhuzh it up, as Christopher Allen from Brutus Monroe would say. We got to zhuzh it up. Did y'all hear that he's closing his physical store down? He's doing a big inventory sellout right now. I'm looking for, I'm pretty sure I have a yellow glitter brush. Let's look and see. Thought I had yellow. I thought I had yellow. That's purple. That one's crazy. It goes everywhere. That one's orange. You may throw orange on there. That one is pink, right? No, that's green. And that one goes everywhere when I open it. And then that one's pink. Well, so this one is tangerine in color. And let me open it over here so in case it splatters. Because this stuff gets everywhere sometimes when I play with it. And let's check it on the back side to see what color it's going to be. Oh yeah, the color will be okay. I think. Right? I mean, I'll change the color of our peep a little. But it'll give it that sugar. You know how the peeps have a sugary look to it? So it'll give it that light, sugary look. Kind of waiting for it to dry a little so I can see if I'm going to like that. I don't know. I wish I had yellow or clear. Well, I don't, so we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come right here. And I'm just going to sparkle it up. So we're going to change our peeps color. I'm just going to put all this sparkly. I don't know what the heck that is getting all over my papers. I don't know that. I don't know what that is. Anyway, let's hope it doesn't mess our paper up. I may have to prime it a little more, but I'm scared to because I don't want it to blob out. Could it be anybody? I just want someone to love. And remember, homemade, not Hallmark. This is such a good project for somebody who, like, isn't really feeling that inspired. Because it's quick, it's easy. Easy peasy. Okay, let's... squeeze it. Oh, see how it bubbled? See that? See, I didn't want all that on my... There we go. There we go. And I wish it wasn't darker like that right there, but it is, so it is what it is. But there we go. Now we got a sugary looking peep to go on there. And of course we got to pop it up. I'm looking for my pop dots instead of my foam tape, because they're faster. But by the time I get done searching, I could have already had the foam tape on it probably. Let's see, what is this? I found them though. Ha ha ha, I found them. Alright. So we're going to take these pop dots. They're actually foam squares, 2mm large for people who want to know exact sizes. Move that to the side for a minute, turn that over, and just pop a dot. It's not really a dot, it's a foam square, but you guys get the gist. You guys get the idea. And I'm not going to put them real close to each other because it's not necessary. In the middle of the face. Put it in the middle of the face. That should be good enough for that. And then we'll get our peep on, and we will So what's on everybody's menus for today? I don't know what I'm going to eat today. Trying to figure out what I want for dinner. What are y'all having? Maybe that'll help me. And that should be good enough. So then we'll just come over here. And we'll just pull all these off. Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Hey, help. And younger. Dun, 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 dun. That's what happens when I don't know what to say. I just start singing. It's like, is there anybody out there? Dum, 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 dum. Stop, children, what's that sound? But look what's going down. Paranoia runs deep into your minds, it will creep. It starts, oh, look, I shouldn't have put that on there. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come, take you away, you better. Okay, do I want it crooked or do I want it like this? I don't want it crooked. You better stop. What's that sound? Everybody looks going down. I shouldn't have put those on there. And I can't take them off without ruining them, so they're wasted, Linda. You're wasted them, Linda. So now I'm just going to come along right here. Just going to pop that like that. There we go. Then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to pull all these off. And voila, we've made a card. We've made an easy peasy card, guys. Now, these dies are at scrapbook.com. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm not affiliated, you know. But if you don't have a Cricut, you can get the dies at scrapbook.com. If you have a Cricut, you can make these little bunny shapes with the Cricut. You can make really cool rabbits with the Cricut. I'm working on making my own version of, you know, Spellbinder's Large Die of the Month is a really cute rabbit with some glasses on. And I can't get it. So I was like, well, I'm going to make my own version. So I've been working on that in Design Space, trying to figure out exactly how I want it. There we go. And then we just need to figure out what color card base. I think we want a pink card base. Yeah, I think pink will look good with it. So we're going to get our trimmer. I'm going to cut this in half to 5.5. Guys, easy peasy card making, yo. And then we'll get our scoreboard. Oh my God. I have to see my bone folder. It fell down in the abyss. Alright, and we're just going to take this. It measures 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it at 4.25. Those of you that have been doing this a while, y'all already know the measurements. But in case somebody's new to card making and they want to learn, I try to remember to tell people. So, and just flip it over. And then I didn't make a sentiment for the inside of the card. You guys know I don't ever, I like never do that. I never put anything on the inside because I'm like, I don't know if anybody's ever going to get it. All right, I want to cut this down because I want a little pink border, so I have to trim this. So I'm going to have to trim that bunny again anyway. So we're going to trim this down. So it measures right now a little more than 4.25, but we're going to cut it down. Oh, look. No, it don't. It measures 4.25. So we're going to cut it down so that it's like 4. So we'll take 1/8 of an inch off every side. And that'll end up giving us a 1/4 inch border. So it's 5.5 here. I mean, it's not going to give us a big border. that will be cut down to 4. And actually, I'm just going to take it off the top here so I don't have to. We'll just take it off the top. And that'll put my sentiment really close, but it'll be all right. Why am I having a hard time with that? What's going on there? That's what's going on. Look, this stupid thing stuck to it. So it messed up my cut. Okay, that's why it was having a hard time. That's why. All right. And we're just going to use the tape today instead of the glue. I'll be out of that soon because I keep using it. But that's why you buy it, so you can use it. All right, and then I'm just going to have a tiny little border. I don't want a big pink border because, you know, but to tie all the colors in. And voila, guys, you have a cute little Easter card with a little sugary peep. And then, y'all know, we got to add a little of this. We're going to give our bunny just a tiny bit of dimension on his eyeballs. And actually, I'm thinking we should probably do some white stitching on him to make him even cuter because I just feel like it's lacking. Maybe I'll do some stitching on the card. I'm going to make his eyes a little bigger. Because I want to give him white dots in his eyes. And I think I want to put like a bright pink stitching around it. And it may be going too far, but for some people, but I think it'll make it cute. Okay, that's pale pink. I don't want pale pink. I want a dark pink, bright pink. Where's my bright pink? Bright pink, and let's... Oh, I don't have any more. Let's test it on this. Let's see. Okay, this is the dark pink. And this is the light pink. I think we'll go with the dark pink. And we'll throw some stitching on around the border of the card. Now, you don't have to add stitching if you don't like it, but I like the stitching. And then I'm going to add white stitching to the bunny, but I want to get a different pen because this one isn't writing as good as I want it to. So I said to myself, let's get this white pen. And then we're just going to give him... We're not going to stitch along here because he... Well, yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. We'll stitch him. Come on. You know, it's like... It's in the details that really make a design. Like I said, it's not for everybody. Different folks for different strokes, y'all. but I think it just adds a little something to the bland little plain peep. What do y'all think? Was it too much? I don't think so. I think it's just right. All right, guys. So that's that card. And now I'm gonna, and then if I want to write something on the inside, I will just cut a white panel. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's cut the white panel. If I can get the paper to come out. If I can get the paper to come out and play with me. We'll get our trimmer. Oh, it must have went under. Cut this down to 5.5. And flip it around to 4.25. But you need to cut this anyway because I want to make another card. I'm going to make another easy peasy card. So let's cut these one down to 4.25 also so we have it. And then, oh wait, we needed this smaller than that. No, 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 Linda. You need this to be 4 by 5.25. So it'll fit the inside of the card without causing any folding issues. Just take this and open it up like that. You'll take your tape and you'll tape it up. So I don't know what to talk about, guys. Give me some topics. You know, when you don't ever leave your house, you kind of like don't really have any. Oh, if you live in the area here, we've got some fires going on. It's been real smoky. But I think the last time I read they were 75% contained. And then it's been raining since last night, so that's good. All right, there we go. And then if you have a stamp, you can just stamp it, or if you have a sticker or something you want to put on that says handmade with love or something, you can do that. I don't have anything yet. I'm going to get something that says made by Linda or something like that. But, all right, there's one. Now let's do another easy peasy card. Let's do Easter eggs this time. Which I've done this last year, the Easter eggs stencil, because this is not a new stencil. Y'all hear my wind chimes out there? If y'all can hear them or not. Let me refresh this to make sure that I'm not missing something, because it's like everything just like stopped after Trixie. Yeah, I'm not missing nothing. Okay. How long have I been on? Does it tell me? Oh, I've been on for 45 minutes. Okay. I'm just going to do these simple eggs. I'm not going to do... I mean, I could do the fancy schmancy ones. Thinking. I don't want to do the fancy. I'm just going to do the simple, easy peasy. And we'll do the same colors that we did the other. Just leave this here like that. Quick, easy cards using your Cricut print and cut feature. So there'll be no live tomorrow, as usual. Nothing on Friday, and we'll be back Saturday. Whether I do a craft roulette card or not, we'll see, because I just haven't been feeling it the last 2 weeks, so I haven't done one. And the majority of you that come in here don't even make cards. You just come in here to support me, and I appreciate it so much. This is probably boring for y'all. I'm sorry. But thank you for hanging with me anyway. All right, let's pull out the tumbled glass. And just gonna go periodically here. No rhyme, no reason. I'm not worrying about being separated from in color or any of that. I'm just periodically going to color them in. And do some darker than others. I'll do a couple extra blues because then I can go over it with the yellow and I can get green. Can it be anybody? I just want someone to love. Could it be anybody? So like right here, we'll do this yellow and we'll go like that, and it'll give us kind of a green in there. See? Come in here, we'll just go like that, and it'll give us a little bit of a green. And then if we do a pink over it, we'll end up with an orange. Well, you know, it's like, well, the colors will be okay. Our colors mixing and matching will be fine. Come in with the saltwater taffy. I should have done more yellow over here, but just to show you what I mean. See? Just kind of give our different colors. You know, Easter eggs are never just plain solid colors. So, you know, if we get a little bit of blue or a little bit of pink in the areas that we don't want, we'll be all right. You know, if we get blue, we'll have, and pink, we'll end up with purple. And all right, let's go with Victorian Velvet here. And just bring this in like that. Could it be anybody? Just mix and match the colors and make yourself some pretty little background. You guys noticed my pink. I'm going more with more pink because, well, pink and yellow make an orange color. Pink and blue make purple. So, and pink is my favorite color. Pink is always the answer. Let me check something here. Let's go back in with a little bit of blue because I want to make some of these purple. Like right here. We'll make that purple instead of the pink. And then we'll make that green. And just put the green on the edges, the bottom of there, and then on the top of it. I should get some background music. I'll put yellow right there because then that'll give us a little bit of orange and green in there. Okay. That's good enough. That's good enough. Then before I take the stencil off, so I make sure I stay in the lines, I'm just going to come in here. And like this one, I'm just going to go, come on, pen. Are you my good one? Yeah. So why aren't you working? You can't really see that. I mean, you can do that if you want. Hi, Margot. Well, you missed the first card, but that's okay. There's a replay. You're working. I understand that. I took my Pink and Main peep stencil and I stenciled. And then I took scrapbooking.com peep die, which if you don't have these, you can do these with the Cricut. And then I took Cricut and I made a print and cut sentiment, and that's how I got this first card. And then the second one, I'm just playing around. Let's get our glitter pens. Let's get our pink glitter pen here. Let's just add some little glitter spots on our eggs. And then on this one, we'll put pink stripes. And I've left the stencil on because to keep me from going out of the lines. You know, I don't really think anybody that chit chats is still in here. I think everybody kind of like veered off. Margot. I think my silence kind of put him to sleep. So now I'm just going to undo this. I'm going to take this off of here and I'm going to say, voila, look, I got a background. And if I wanted to do more fancy schmancy stuff, it's Thursday. I don't know who else is on right now. I don't know if Debbie J is on or if some big crafting channel is on or something, but probably, and that's probably where everybody is. So, and then I made another print and cut right here, which can just go there. And voila, we got a simple, easy card, but I want that to be sparkly. I don't know how this is going to work on my ink from the printer, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to take our cotton candy, which we used the other day. I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle. Oops, I didn't want to go off the thing. I'm not going to worry about the whole... I'm not going to be like... try to color the entire thing in, but, you know, give it just a little bit of sparkle. Just a little. And this is not stickered. This is just cardstock, printed with the printer, cut with the Cricut. I'm telling you, from the time I sent it to the printer to the time it finished cutting only took 3 minutes, y'all. I hit print at 12:52, and it was done cutting and come off the mat by 12:55. Easy peasy when you want a sentiment that you don't have. And just pull out your Cricut. And it can be done with the Joy Extra, the Explorer, or the Maker. This can be done with any of the machines. So just because you may not have the big fancy schmancy machine, you can still make these. And you can have them say whatever you want. You can choose whatever size, whatever font. I'm not against stamps, guys, but in this day and age with the budgets the way they are, if you were to buy a Cricut Joy for $99 versus how many stamps can you get for $99, you have unlimited access to all kinds of sentiments and everything, you know. It's like worth the investment if you want to do that. But anyway, so, and then I'm just going to, this one I'm not even going to pop up like I did the last one. I'm just going to tape that straight, glue it straight down. Let's see if we can get our glue to come out to play. This art glitter glue doesn't like cold weather, y'all. Doesn't like cold weather. And I forget about it, and I don't turn the heat on unless it's under 50 in here sometimes, so it's like, my glue doesn't always like to play nice. There we go. It's coming out. You know, it's like May won't ship it if it's on, your temperatures are going to be under 45 degrees. And it's like, so like right now, if I needed to order more of this, I couldn't because I order it from May. Because that way I know that it's not going to be shipped when it's not supposed to be. I've ordered from Amazon before, and I got a bad batch of glue, and I think what they did was, I think they let it get frozen. So anyway, so we're just going to put that right there in the middle. Voila, like that. And we're going to trim our edges down. If you have a Cricut, guys, incorporate it into your stuff. Just because you use dyes and stamps and inks doesn't mean you can't use your Cricut with this stuff. We're going to cut it like big time all the way around. So I'm going to cut this to 3 3/4. So I took a 1/4 inch off of both sides. And then I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off the top and the bottom. And so it's going to measure 3 3/4 by 5. So what you do, you're working today, right, Miss Margot? There we go. And we can do stitching on that too. Except this time I think we'll just do black stitching. All right, we're just going to take this that we cut earlier. Remember, we should have scored it when we scored the other one, but I didn't. So we're going to score it real quick. Oh, okay, you were running errands off to... How's your hubby feeling? Is he better? You're off today and tomorrow. I think I'm going to do black stitching on this. I did pink on the other one. I think I'm going to do some black. All right, and I'm just going to tape this one. Better but has a cough. You're welcome. When you guys tell me these things, it goes on, I think about it. All right. And then we're going to do some stitching. And like I said, we're just going to do some black stitching as soon as I find... Let's do the black glitter pen. Let's do it glittery. I'm just going to come along here and just do some stitching. Not everybody likes stitching. Some of us love it. I wanted to try the stitching with the actual sewing machine, but I need to remember to buy some sewing needles first because I have one sewing needle. It's in my machine. And I don't want to mess that needle up. So that's why I haven't tried it on paper yet, because I don't want to mess up the only needle I have. And I keep forgetting to order some. And sometimes stitching helps, sometimes it doesn't. If you don't do it, then you don't know. I mean, it's only paper. Just try it. Try it. You might like it. I like it. You don't like it? I like it. All right, guys, that's it. Ta-da! Ta-da! So we made 2 cards today. Not bad for Linda. And we didn't. I did. I made, because I didn't share that with y'all when I did it. But I just went in and I used Into Design Space and I pulled out, I chose text and I wrote what I wanted. And then I ungrouped to lines. If you guys need me to show you this stuff, I can make a video of it. People don't usually watch my walkthroughs and stuff, so I don't really make a whole lot of them. So, but if you guys need this information, now, Margot, I know you know how to do all that good stuff. But, so there we go, guys. 2 easy peasy Easter cards using Cricut Print and Cut Sentiments, stencil, and dies. Stencil from Pink and Maine, both of these were. I'm pretty sure this Peeps one is still available because it's a longer one. I don't know. This one is no longer available, just these little eggs, because it's one of her little square ones that she discontinued. But this is the Peep one. She's got quite a few cool new... Thank you, Margot. She's got quite... Pink and Maine's got a lot of new stuff out. They have a basket bunny die, and they have all kinds of cool Easter stuff coming out. So if you're somebody who wants to shop, you should check them out. Use my link in the description below, and I might make a little tiny bit of commission from it if you purchase it using that. No, I didn't make more stencils yet. I don't know what to... It's like I'm trying to think of something that I don't have that I want. But, it'll probably, you know, when something comes up that I need, then I'll probably... I'm just using what I have. Using what I have. Alright, y'all. That's it. I'm gonna sing my way out of here. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Hope you had fun crafting today. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.